Hey guys, happy Friday night. It is 8 o'clock, so it's time for Miss Denise Reads a Story. So I wanted to find out, have you guys had a great day? Yeah? Let's wait and see how many people join us. My daughter and a friend of hers and I went to Timmerman Trail today. And it is just canopied with all types of, hey Brittany, hey Darren, my high school buddy. It's canopied with so many trees and it was just beautiful. We got in 3 miles. It was just a beautiful day. And I've been so excited today to read you this book that I have had for quite a few years. But first I want to thank Scholastic for allowing me to read their books. Last night during our read, one of their representatives reached out to me and she enjoyed the reading as well. And I'd also like to thank, hey Jennifer, hey Mr. Prosser, and Vicky, my cousin in Florida. I had 2 people reach out to me today and tell me how to do this. Look, you can see the book the right way. I love that. Hey, Kathy Reeves-Jones Stork. Kathy, you're going to love this book tonight. Tonight, I'm going to use one of my favorite accents, a British accent, as I read this book that was published by Scholastic, however, written by a favorite author of mine who writes children's books and adult books. His name is Max Lucado. And he is an amazing, amazing author. So we're going to give a few seconds for some kiddos to join. There's my friend Sabrina and Andy. Hey, Andy. I miss everybody so much. But it won't be long. It won't be long. Make sure, guys, that you are... Hey, Parker and Bryson. Hey, DeFreeze. How's that gang doing? Did you get your homework done today? Because it's enjoyment time now. We're not going to do any work tonight. We're just going to read this book. Make sure you're thanking your parents and your teachers for helping you with your online reading. Hey, I love everybody, and you are going to fall in love with this story. I fell in love with it years ago. Hey, Connor and Matthew. Hey, Linda. How's Big John? Hey, Jennifer. Hey, Amy, my sissy. I miss you too, DeFreeze. All right, this book is called You Are Special by Max Lucado. Hey, Sarah. Hey, Mary. Hey. All right, are you ready? Because here we go. You are special. The Wee-Mix were small wooden people. All of the wooden people were carved by a woodworker named Eli. His workshop sat on a hill overlooking their village. Each Wee-Mix was different. Some had big noses, others had large eyes, some were tall, others were short. Got to get this right. There we go. Some wore hats, others wore coats, but all were made by the same carver, and all lived in the village. Look at that, you can see that right now. And all day, every day, the Wee-Mix did the same thing. They gave each other stickers. Each Wee-Mix had a box of golden star stickers and a box of gray dot stickers. Up and down the streets all over the city, people spent their days sticking stars or dots on each other. The pretty ones, those with smooth wood and fine paint, always got stars. But if the wood was rough and if the paint was chipped, the Wee-Mix gave dots. The talented ones got stars too. Some could lift big sticks high above their heads or jump over tall boxes. Still others knew big words or could sing pretty songs. Everyone gave them stars. Some Wee-Mix had stars all over them. Every time they got a star, it made them feel so good. It made them want to do something else or get another star. Others, though, could do little. They got dots. So you see all the stars for all the good things they did? Hey, Mackenzie. Hey, Emily. Hey, Ben. Hey, Sabrina. Hey, Vivian. Punchinello was one of these. He tried to jump high like the others, but he always fell. And when he fell, the others would gather around and give him dots. Sometimes when he fell, his wood got scratched, so the people would give him more dots. Then when he would try to explain why he fell, he would say something silly, and the Wee-Mix would give him more dots. After a while, he had so many dots that he didn't want to go outside. He was afraid he would do something dumb, such as forget his hat or step in the water, and then people would give him another dot. In fact, he had so many great dots that some people would come up and give him one for no reason at all. There's Punchinello. Isn't he sweet? He deserves lots of dots, the wooden people would agree with one another. He's not a good wooden person. After a while, Punchinello believed them. I'm not a good Wee-Mix, he would say. The few times he went outside, he hung around other Wee-Mix who had lots of dots, and he felt better around them. He's so sad. One day he met a Wee-Mix who was unlike any he'd ever met. She had no dots or stars. She was just wooden. Her name was Lucia. It wasn't that people didn't try to give her stickers. It's just that the stickers didn't stick. Some of the Wee-Mix admired Lucia for having no dots, so they would run up and give her a star, but it would fall off. Others would look down on her for having no stars, so they would give her a dot, but it wouldn't stay either. That's the way I want to be, thought Punchinello. I don't want anyone's marks. So he asked the stickerless Wee-Mix how she did it. It's easy, Lucia replied. Every day I go and see Eli. Eli? Yes, Eli, the wood carver. I sit in the workshop with him. Why? Why don't you go find out for yourself? Go up the hill. He's up there. And with that, the Wee-Mix, who had no stickers, turned and skipped away. I can't get this thing right. There we go. There's Lucia telling Wee-Mix, Punchinello, that she needs to go see Eli, the wood carver. Look at that. But will he want to see me? Punchinello cried out. Lucia didn't hear, so Punchinello went home. He sat near a window and watched the wooden people as they scurried around giving others stars and dots. It's not right, he muttered to himself, and he decided to go see Eli. Look at Punchinello looking there. He's so sweet. He walked up the narrow path to the top of the hill and stepped into the big shop. His wooden eyes widened at the size of everything. The stool was as tall as he was. He had to stretch on his tiptoes to see the top of the workbench. A hammer was as long as his arm. Punchinello swallowed hard. I'm not staying here. And he turned to leave. Then he heard his name. Punchinello. The voice was deep and strong. Punchinello stopped. Punchinello, how good to see you. Come and let me have a look at you. Punchinello turned slowly and looked at the large bearded craftsman. You know my name? The little Wee-Mick asked. Of course I do. I made you. Eli stooped down and picked him up and set him up on the bench. The Maker spoke thoughtfully as he looked at the gray dots. Looks like you've been given some bad marks. I didn't mean to, Eli. I really tried hard. Oh, you don't have to defend yourself to me, child. I don't care what the other Wee-Micks think. You don't? No, neither should you. Who are they to give you stars or dots? They're Wee-Micks, just like you are. And what they think doesn't matter, Punchinello. All that matters is what I think. And I think you're pretty special. Punchinello laughed. Me? Special? Well, I can't walk fast. I can't jump. My paint is peeling. Why do I matter to you? Eli looked at Punchinello, put his hands on those small wooden shoulders, and spoke very slowly. Because you're mine. That's why you matter to me. Punchinello had never had anyone look at him like this. Much less his maker. He didn't know what to say. Every day I've been hoping you'd come, Eli explained. I came because I met someone who has no mark, said Punchinello. I know. She told me about you. Why don't the stickers stay on her? The Maker spoke softly. Because she has decided that what I think is more important than what they think. The stickers only stick if you let them. What? The stickers only stick if they matter to you. The more you trust my love, the less you care about their stickers. I'm not sure I understand. Look at how sweetly Eli's looking at Punchinello. Look at that. Eli smiled. You will, but it will take time. You've got a lot of marks. For now, just come and see me every day, and let me remind you of how much I care. Eli lifted Punchinello off the bench and set him on the ground. Remember, Eli said as the Wee-Mick walked out the door, you are special because I made you, and I don't make mistakes. Punchinello didn't stop, but in his heart he thought, I think he really means it. And when he did, a dot fell to the ground. The end. Wasn't that a lovely story about really what other people think of you? It just doesn't matter. It only matters to who made you. And that's a good starting point to talk with your parents tonight. Who should it matter? Or who should it matter about what people think of you? You know, it should only matter to God and your parents and that kind of thing. But I want to thank Scholastic for publishing such a beautiful book. It's a wonderful book. Scholastic has a huge range of books that you would love any of them. So make sure when you shop for books, I'm not pushing them. They just said I could read their books. But every Scholastic book I pick up is a good book. I hope you guys have a great night. I really do. And I hope you do something fun and special tomorrow. I love you and I miss you. And guess what? Tomorrow night we'll have another book reading at 8 o'clock. And as always, remember, say it with me. You are kind. You are smart. You are important. And more than anything else, you are so loved. I love you so much. Have a good night, and I'll see you tomorrow night at 8 o'clock. Bye-bye.